Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
I also carry the same views about spirituality. So I had so many questions, like the fragmented aspect which you said. Yes. So we have been dividing ourselves through our ego. So the first thing, we have to dissolve the ego to come together. So for that, World United is the best platform, sir. I'm always with you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Dr. Keshav Mandalji, please unmute.
Namaskar and good morning. Thank you. This is the first time I am actually coming together of so many good souls. I'm saying, I'm confessing this thing, because so far I have been working individually, as you just said a few minutes ago. That the impact which can be created by an individual activities is less effective than the collective work. And this is the platform where we can work from. Maybe we are from a different culture, maybe we are from different language group, maybe we are from different states, but by the grace of God, we have been able to come together under one platform, under one umbrella, where we are thinking to a particular way for transforming the world. But my conception is the same. Unless and until we ourselves as an individual, uh, unless and until we correct ourselves, it will be difficult to spread the message to the masses. Because at first we have to create acceptance to the people with whom we are working, maybe in our in our local areas. But this is the first thing. If we cannot change ourselves through our activities, through our daily work, through our behavior, through our interaction with other people, and if we through our activities or through our daily work, through our daily interactions, can create a positive impact among the people with whom we are interacting daily, then I think the world consciousness will automatically come. This is my humble request to everyone. This is the first thing. And second thing, if these kinds of real or genuine people come together under the platform, then it can create a really great impact upon the society and upon the state as a whole. So I think that yes, it's true that so many people are here and they are all good and respectable persons of the society. So when we people have come together, I am sure that with our combined effort, with spirituality, definitely on the basis of ethics, we will be able to create a positive impact upon the society. And while I sent my video to Yugandhar ji, he said that you have to, if you can take the responsibility of West Bengal, it is really an honor for me. And I hope that, yes, so far actually I am saying yes, maybe not ego, not out of ego, but I was so much engaged myself for the goal is then, goal is transformation, goal is development, goal is empowerment of people. But individual way, I have been working for last 21 years. But a new concept has come in my mind from Ugandaji, that we have to be correct. We have to work collectively. And I have also started believing that yes, collective work will definitely give a lasting impression or lasting impact upon the society. And I think that if we can work together, and maybe this type of workshop, this type of workshop once in a month, it's good. At least once in a month, because all people are busy here. And individually, we will state-wise, yesterday, Yogandhar said that 17 states and 2 union territories have already been taken initiative to hold this program, this awakening program in their respective states or union territories. And I also yes confirm that I will also take. I will try to do my level best to unite some, at least to some teachers and teachers, professors, and my students and the people who are working with me. I will also try to hold the program. But I have to plan what will be the right time. I will convey accordingly, and at the time I will request all of you to participate also in that program. With this, I will conclude here. I would like to humbly acknowledge the greatness of Yugandharji and the great people Renukaji and so many nice speakers who are here. It enlightened me. It enriched my knowledge, and I think we will be able to go ahead in the days to come together by holding our hands. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Keshavji Mandal. Dr. Keshavji Mandal has contributed a lot in the World United e-magazine. We had one Bhishma type of personality for the World United for almost 1 decade. His name is Ramaswamy, Thavnu Ramaswamy from Kerala, Trivandrum. Yes. Diligently, most sincerely, he has been running the magazine on a monthly basis for the past 1 decade. His sudden demise a few months back is a big blow. A great friend, a great guide, a great mentor. He has written more than 600 articles in his life. Even 2 days before his demise also, he was writing articles. See, there is passion. He was only 88. Only 88 years young when he vacated. Very young in spirit. Great learning temper. So I remember him today. And Keshavji used to contribute a lot of articles from spirituality, politics, and governance. Thank you, Keshavji. And I'm very happy that
Thank you, sir.
You have come out of your individual style of thinking to collective thinking. I'm very happy. And you have got now many friends in West Bengal. Many of our speakers are from West Bengal. You can see in the West Bengal chat box how it will be growing in only 1 day. You just observe in 24 hours. There's a huge group in West Bengal. Thank you very much. So Dr. Sara Chintanawala, Dr. Sara, I know her for the past more than a decade when I participated in one of her events in Nagpur. She has been continuing the journey, and now I would like to hear her inputs. Over to you, Dr. Sara, please.
Thank you so much. Good morning to all, and thank you, Dr. Yugandhar and the whole team of World United. I so agree with what Renuka has said. I think it's just our egos and that I, which you mentioned earlier, which doesn't allow us to, unite together. I mean, I feel it's my way, somebody else feels it's their way to peace or their way to love and their way to the healing therapies. All that we had talked earlier in this past 3 days of having a communion, whether it's for education or whether it's for the healing therapies and whether it's getting united together. So the only hitch or obstacle which I see, which we need to cross over, is the ego, and all of us understanding the main intent, the main focus of every healer, every therapist is just peace, love, forgiveness, and to bring the change on this planet, to change the frequencies for all of us to come together, live together in harmony, in coherence, and peace. So we need to work on that, and I'll see what I can do in our state. I will try to gather a few of Manju Jain, Dr. Das. I mean, all of us could get together once again and see how we can take this vision forward in our state. Thank you so much for having me over here. And as a speaker and meeting such wonderful souls. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Yugandhar and the team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sara. So for me, it reminds me the word Sara. The word Sara is in all religions. In Hindu religion, it is called Kali. The synonym, no, the word Sara means Kali. The word Sara is also in Christianity. The word Sara is in Islam. So it's a very interesting name which is there in all religions. It is there in Parsi, the Zoroastrian religion as well. Anyway, thank you very much. And over to you, Padmanabhanji. Padmanabhanji has signed up as a council member as well. I would like to hear your inputs. We are waiting for your inputs, sir. How we can actually go about in future and what your inputs are and whatever you would like to speak in terms of the unity consciousness movement that we can collectively take it forward. Over to you, sir.
Sir, it is a wonderful movement. And I personally feel that all of us together can spread this movement in the entire world. I am of an opinion that for this we have to work very hard. We have to connect with maximum people. We have to transform them in reality. We have to bring in a lot of people in our movement, and we can definitely make it successful. Once we are able to spread it into the entire universe, then I think peace and happiness will be definitely there in the entire world. Thank you, sir.
Padmanabhanji is from IIT Roorkee and also is a geologist and also into many forms of healing modalities and also into quantum mechanics. So we are very fortunate to have such a wise man in the World United Council. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. We'll create a great movement in Rajasthan and North India, and as you said, across the world as well. So we will take up our single units, small units, state-wise units, so that it become more easy for us. And simultaneously, horizontally also, we take up the activity across the world. Across the world, we have activated all the 200 countries, absolutely all. We have at least 10 people in each country, minimum. Small, I was talking about a few days back. There is an island called as Kosovo Islands, south of Argentina. It has a population of only 1,150 people. Only 1,150 people. We have 10 speakers from there. Can you imagine? How can we expect people from most of the world do not know where this island is, never must have heard about this island, but we have people there. There are oceanic islands around Australia, New Zealand, who are very, very much indigenous. The government laws have kept these so-called aborigines. It's insulting to use the word aborigines there. They call them as first people because they are the people who are there before the Britishers and other colonies came into that place. Australia was called as originally New England, where all the prisoners of entire world used to be put there in Australia, dumped there. And he who discovered certain island, that island has been coined as the adventurer's name, right? Like Malcolm Islands, like Cook's Islands, Tasmania, Fiji, Galapagos Islands, and so many islands are there. So Marshall Islands. So these islands also have speakers. We have speakers. They have beautiful indigenous wisdom. The Maori wisdom of New Zealand, surprising. They speak Maori language. I don't know whether it has Lipi or not. I don't think it has Lipi, but still we have speakers there. Every island, they participate during World Parliament. They performed the whale dances. They performed their songs. They sung their songs. They have displayed their culture. Extremely powerful movement is already initiated there. And Africa, we don't know if we name 4 or 5 speakers, spiritual speakers of Africa, nobody comes to our mind, but we have people there in almost 30 countries of Africa. We need another 20, more than 30 we have. So the small countries on the northwest where there is a lot of disturbance and agitation like Sierra, Chad Republic, this type of countries where there is a lot of unrest, we are not able to get into. But still, we are going to have speakers everywhere. When I say speaker, what I want to say is through speakers. Speakers influence a lot. Speaker is a leader for me. So that's how we designed this entire activity. With the help of each speaker, we are influencing everyone. We are inviting all the speakers to join the unity consciousness. And it is absolutely selfless. And there is no hidden agenda or ulterior motives. Everything is clear, well laid out. And it is we who has to take this movement forward. What is there in the life? What else is so great about ourselves when we do not contribute anything to the world? What else is there? If a person has a lifetime of 100 years, if you calculate in number of days, it will be only 36,500 days. Our lifespan is only 36,500 days. So initial 20 years, and if you remove the last 20 years, the number of days will be around only 20,000 days. Our lifespan is only 20,000 days. The lifespan of a mosquito is only 15 days. But our lifespan is only 20,000 days, little larger than a mosquito. So in this short life, we spend a lot of time in accumulating a lot of garbage by way of building our ego muscles, by way of building our attitude muscles, by way of building so many personality issues. All nonsense, wastage of time, colossal wastage of time. So dear friends, I once again would like to remind on and off about all these small insights so that we awaken ourselves from within and join collectively, join the collective force. That's always wonderful. It is no more era of an individual, no Buddha, no Jesus, no Christ is going to take incarnation now. We are the real Buddhas, we are the real Jesus, we are the real Krishnas. In so many types of people, in so many forms of people, everywhere across the world. So it is we who have taken up the challenge and responsibility in the mission of building the expected unity consciousness across the world. So I request Shamiji, a few words from you about whatever inputs you would like to give and how we can take up in MP, Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh already we have got wonderful souls, and in the coming VAO summits, VR1 summits, we will definitely include all the local languages. It need not be in English. English should not be, a language of choice. All the regional languages need to be respected and honored. So language should never be a barrier for anyone to share their wisdom. So people of any state can speak their language. If they want to prefer English, that's okay. But if one wants to speak in Haryani or Bhojpuri or Hindi or any other language, any Indian languages, they're also most welcome. Over to Shamiji, please. Shamiji, are you hearing?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, I have been observing that the last 4 days have been days of complete transformation. There was a complete shift in my energy. I realized it last night, late night, that everything had changed in last 4 days. The whole energy, the whole shift was there. I was quite unable to relate to other people. Like yesterday, a day before yesterday, the shift had already started. The moment has already started. And the most miraculous thing was everyone on the screen.
Kindly keep your video on, because once you open the video, we can see your faces, right? Why don't you hide your face? Why do you hide your face? There is a need. Yes, Shamiji, your video, if you are, can you open it?
Everyone appeared as gods and goddesses on the screen. It was such a strange feeling. It was such a different feeling. The whole energy, the whole shift. There was a whole shift in the energy. The word God had dissolved completely in last 4 days, and everyone on whether the speaker, the host, and everybody was was a figure of God himself, herself. There was a tremendous shift, and the moment is already great.
Shamiji, request, a small request. You please keep your device properly. Your audio is not properly heard. You please test it. Move on to your mobile device. That is best. Don't use your laptop. I request Floyd De Silva to share your views. No, interestingly, Floyd he is known to me for more than a decade now. Wonderful guy, a true warrior, and a lover of Goa. Of course, lover of entire world. He's the first person to start the VAO movement in Goa. First person to launch the date. What is the date you have chosen, Floyd? Unmute yourself, please. Can you unmute?
Yes, yes. Yeah, 27 February 2022 Sunday. We are presenting the WOW Summit in Goa.
Yeah, a few words about your views about how we can move forward.
Yeah.
In terms of from the perspective of unity consciousness that we are building.
Yes.
So we can do it. Every suggestion, every input is highly valuable because there is nothing like small things in the world. Everything is big. Everything is highly respectable, highly valuable. So your views are very much required.
So I think last 3-4 days we had a great time, and I think there was a lot of transformation for everyone. And it inspired, like while this was going on, it inspired me to do some other new things, whether it is in my career as an astrologer, as well as in other things, like I'm also into Bhakti Yoga. So there also we've started something new. So, this is a creation platform, but of course, most of us will not understand it unless we enter it. So these 4 days, I think it is one of the most dynamic 4 days of my life. So that is a transformation part, and I think we can take this to more people, especially to the youth, when we tap into social media, Instagram, all these platforms, because youth have the energy to do things, but mostly with people who are above 40 and above 30, it becomes a little bit of a static process, and then that dynamic factor is not there. So how we can reach the youth is a big challenge, because the youth has so much of attractive material like Netflix, like Instagram. Everywhere the material is glittering and attractive, and for us to match to that is important. So we have to sort of see how our young influencers can be created, because that is the new trend in today's world. So yeah, I think the way we present, I think what we are doing is a great job. Now the way we present it to the youth, how we can enter new social media channels, how we can influence the modern generation, that is the whole point. So I think if we think about it, if we work on it, and if we use the modern ways, like webinars, like social media things, like reels. There's something called reels on Instagram, on YouTube, which are like just 10-30 seconds. So if we can use reels, if we can use all these things, I think we will be able to reach the youth, because the youth can take these things forward. And I've been organizing many meditations. Even Dr. Yugandhar has come to my place in Goa. So all these meditations and all these things, they sustain only if the youth is involved, and if they are giving this kind of dynamic energy. So I think that is what we are looking forward to, and I hope in Goa also, like people like Neha and all this. Neha, are you there? So if people like Neha, people like Vasant, these kind of people, we need them to take up the dynamic aspect, which only the youth can take. So I wish everyone all the best, and I hope we can move forward and involve more of the younger generation. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Floyd. So we are going to have a great event in Goa on 27th February. We will invite all the great, wonderful speakers of Goa. I came to know that there are only 2 districts in Goa, but in spirit, it is very much large. It's a very powerful place. And I also request you to focus on Dadra Nagar Haveli. Dayu Daman as well. Though these places are not much known to the world, even
Yeah.
in India,
Yes, yes.
not much known. But still, we need to spread light in these areas. We need to find out. Yes, sir. You are speaking something, Keshavji. Unmute,
Sir, I have to leave. Please,
please.
please allow me. I have
Please,
to
please.
leave now. Thank you very much. I'll keep in contact with you and all the great people here. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. So, may I request Hitesh ji? Hitesh ji has been with us. He's a very, very busy person, traveling, hopping from one place to another place, influencing, impacting many people. I had a great fortune listening to him yesterday. A beautiful presentation and a warrior spirit from Delhi. He has been thinking in the same lines of unity consciousness in a little different way, but the principles are all same. So I request Hitesh ji to spread your, to share your wisdom, how we can actually go about, so that we can, align and collaborate and really co-create things. Because there is nothing like my way. If we remove our my way type of thing, everything will be streamlined. That my way is a real scourge of all unity consciousness. No my ways. I deleted all my ways. That's the reason why I would like to listen from everyone.
Yeah, actually, that's true. It's not about my way, it's about our way to find that common ground and start from there and keep expanding that common ground. In our terminologies of Project Yug Parivartan, we call it as starting with the common minimum program and then build upon it to arrive at a common maximum program. This is how the minds of people can be synthesized. Because if you see, if we talk about heart, it can be synthesized with the passion, with the emotions, with the good intent. But it is difficult to synthesize the energies of mind and make people one-minded. So when we are talking about oneness, we are talking about unity, we have to make sure that every step that we are taking is taking us towards the right destination. And for which you have already started something at the world scale. I could see all the videos on the YouTube channels, and it is very heartening to see people from all across the world coming together to create this synergy. And this is actually the right time, and the need for such a synergy is right at the door. So we have heard that necessity is the mother of invention. So invention of such platforms is really needed. It is a necessity of the world today. So many people from so many backgrounds, talents, skills, all of them can become complementary forces to each other to create an ecosystem which is of the very, very high consciousness, so that our next generations can inherit a high conscious planet from us. It is our accountability also. And as you have rightly counted the number of days, so 20 to 30 years are something which are most productive for any human being. So we should utilize that to the maximum from the self-actualized state and give it as a kind of a legacy to the next generations. So I'm very much enthusiastic about your initiative and would definitely love to collaborate wherever there is a possibility. So I would like to know more about it, because I have been introduced to this platform very recently. So need to know a few things about the platform so that I can align myself to the right forum in the right format. So that's something which I need clarity as we proceed. So I'll talk to you one-to-one also about it, because similar platform is being built by my organization. It is called as Project Yug Parivartan Synergy Platform, wherein people from various different backgrounds are brought together as leaders, and their energies are being synthesized in a way that it can create a repeatable system rather than just a motivational momentum. We need to have repeatable systems through which we can get repeatable results. So somewhere some level of tangible outcomes should be visible for any initiative, because so many high conscious people are putting their efforts together. We must see something concrete coming out of all these initiatives. And I'm hoping and that GTF is one such initiative, and there would be more coming towards us from the Unity Consciousness organization. Thanks a lot for giving me this platform to speak and share my thoughts. I am with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hitesh. It's really wonderful listening to your inputs. I think, an intention of unity opens up a dialogue. And the spirits meet. In spirit, definitely we are all one. It is only procedural diversity. Procedural diversity we always have respected, because each country has taken up its own style. We never created any rules. We never created any enforcements to do this way, that we know. We have laid out only principles. How you take it is up to you. So that's how it is moving forward in a beautiful way, in a very mysterious way. Every day, every moment, I'm surprising. I'm living in a world of awe and wonder. I'm enjoying, really. Of course, there are a lot of challenges, a lot of sacrifices. So we are not caring about all these things. We don't care about all the obstacles whatsoever. We're just enjoying the fun, just enjoying the adventure, just enjoying the uncertainty of everything. So thank you very much, Hitesh, once again, and warm welcome for our personal meet at the earliest time possible. So may I request Neha. Neha, please open your video. I would like to listen to you. There was so much of good feedback about you.
Oh,
People talking about you. Please.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm at the university. So I was listening to you, and that's how I couldn't open my video. So this is University of Patanjali, and I'm standing right here. It was really wonderful to have you all sharing your thoughts. I'm a little novice, but still, I tried to grasp more and more. I would like to thank Floyd sir, Yugandhar sir, for giving me this opportunity. And I really, honestly, am keen to take part in any initiative that you are trying to come.
Okay. Great to know that, Neha. Wonderful. Have a nice time there. So I request Dr. Professor Shankar Lal Garg. Sir, are you there? Can you open the video, please?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Over to you. We would like to have your wonderful wisdom. No, you are a man of a versatile personality into various dimensions.
No. I'm so kind of you, and it was pleasure to participate in all your deliberations. And after just retirement from my government service, in last 6 years, I was doing something very unusual. I took up a barren rocky hillock where there was no water, just rocks and stones. It is a 25-acre land just near Indore. And if you believe me, I have planted 32,000 trees over there.
Beautiful.
And all plants have come up to 8 to 10 feet height. Without water, no soil, nothing, no black soil, nothing like that. And that teaches me all the principles of your organization. For example, you say that no one can live in isolation. I observed that from plants. If I plant 2 apples, then they grow very well. If I plant only 1 apple, then growth is there, but less. Similarly, people used to say that Malwa, my part is having 43 degrees centigrade temperature. So, means earlier I also used to think that I cannot grow apples in my place. I cannot grow olives in my place. I cannot grow dragons, etc., lychee in my place. But you will be pleased to know, or you all will be pleased to know, that we have grown olive, we have grown saffron, means Kashmir saffron is also growing at my place. So that's wonderful. So if that's what I learned, that if people from all walks of life, if people from all parts of the world come together, then they can do wonderful. If plants can live together, then why not we human beings? So that is the essence. And it will be pleasure if you organize a conference at my Kesar Parvat. I given the name it Kesar Parvat, Saffron Parvat, because we have just grown saffron there. So these plants are teaching me a lot. They are giving me consciousness. They are giving me spirituality and all that. So spirituality is present everywhere. And Dr. Yugandhar, you are the leader. You have done a lot to the humanity. And I just say, I salute you. So I am always with you, united with you. And whatever work you hand over to me, it will be a pleasure to do. So
It's an honor.
wish you all the best and let this movement be the top in the world, because now the world needs it. We are living in a hatred, anger, and so on. Means my students, I have taught almost 2 lakh students. So they are also, they don't know where to go, what to do. So if our organization means alone I can't do, Dr. Yugandhar alone can't do. So if we all come together and guide them, it will be great service to humanity and the world. Thank you very much. So kind of you.
So kind of you, sir. Thank you very much. It's a really great fortune to have wonderful people like you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, the human being, even biologically, at a physical level, he has been transforming. Initially, he was a Homo erectus when he stood upon on his own legs. Then slowly he became Homo neanderthalis. Now Homo sapiens. Now in the future, he is emerging as Homo luminensis. Homo luminensis is a new phenomena observed by many neurobiologists because of the increasing level of inner awakening. A new human being is being born. The very genes are under mutation. The inner radiance is spreading. He is able to discover the inner light. A new phenomena, like there is transformation and mutation at human aspects. There is transformation and mutation at being aspect. The human being, right? We are beings basically. So there is a transformation at a massive level, at a being level. So that being level, we are able to understand not only as a sapient. Sapient means one who use mind and language for communication is called as sapient beings. Those beings who cannot use mind and communications the way we use are called as sentient beings, like all the animals, all the birds and aquatic beings and arboreals. They are called as sentient beings. We are called as sapient beings because we use voice, we use language for communications. So that is the difference. So the Homo sapiens, that's why the word sapient came into existence. So he's becoming a luminensis. That means a new level of awakening, a new level of enlightenment is slowly changing the consciousness. So it is a great sign of evolution of consciousness, not only at a biological level, physical level, it is happening at a consciousness level also. So there is evolution for consciousness of not only at individual level, but whole of mankind. So may I request now Anju Gupta ji is with us. So Madam Anju Gupta, kindly share a few words about, kindly unmute, and how we can actually bring about or move forward from the perspective of unity consciousness across the world. Let me listen to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'm very glad and I'm very grateful that I'm sharing the platform with people who are working towards Smile Civilization. And this is such a wonderful initiative, Dr. Yogendra, by you and your team, that I am I'll be very happy to be part of this, and if I can do anything in this platform. And this is very true, like and my previous speaker just spoke also, that together we can do wonders, and alone you can't do anything. And this is the platform that we can be together. Somebody has to take initiative to bring people together of same mind. And I'm very, very glad, grateful and thankful, and be part of this organization. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anjuji. So with great respect, we will take your advice, and very happy that you are joining with more grace. And for the past only 2 days, 48 hours, 17 states have come forward, and almost 10 states announced the dates for VAO. Is this possible in just 48 hours? See the level of energy that is increasing, the level of conviction people are getting. Because a person who is not moving with only emotion, a person driven by only emotion will subside. But a person who moves with conviction, that lasts for a long time. The conviction level for unity consciousness is increasing. It is not happening by emotion. There is no emotion here. It is by conviction, inner conviction. Because all our individual activities, whatsoever goes disseminated, they go centrifugalized, they go wasted, right? We can't create actual impact. We may get some name, we may get some money, or we may bring some activity, but not as much as the collective impact. The energy of the collective impact is always very, very strong. One of my friends, one of my very, very wonderful friends, he has told me one input I would like to share with you all here. He represented India for some religious conference. He went to Italy. He was invited to a beautiful library, old library of Vatican City. There he found a book. Why other religions have not destroyed the culture of India. That is the name of the title, somewhere nearest to it. The content, why the reasons are, in India, in this geographical mass, the spiritual wisdom is not existing in the form of documents, in the form of books. It is in the form of our spirit. This is one different country in the world, entire world. Of course, the pockets of similar culture do exist in many areas like Africa, Europe, South America, some southern parts of North America, and oceanic islands, New Zealand and Australia, where the indigenous spiritual wisdom is there. But the level of wisdom, the depth of wisdom in India, and we don't know who the founders are. We don't know who the founders of the Sanatana Dharma. Just because of a differentiation, this Sanatana Dharma is called as Hinduism. There is no Hinduism here. It's all nonsense. This country is living as per a culture. And now, many of the young people especially, they are thinking the Western style of thinking, Western style of dressing, Western style of behaving, Western style of displaying that they are very, very busy. So this type of attitudes actually quite, have become more interesting. So they're also learning and realizing and understanding the greatness of this culture, Indian culture. And the ancient Indian wisdom has to take rule again. And everywhere across the world, everywhere, literally everywhere, they're respecting India for the spiritual wisdom. All the energy in the form of Vedas, all the energy in the form of Upanishads is there in this geographical mass. The revival has to happen. Teachings are always more important than teachers. There is a reason why all the ancient teachers of India have taken great care that no organization gets formed around their names. So the reason why we don't know who the originators of these Vedas and Upanishads, we don't know. There are no temples for them. We have temples for Rama and Krishna, but no temples for all these great rishis. We don't have temples in India. We don't know about them. So this is one beautiful point I would like to share. And the whole world is respecting the spiritual wisdom of India. So over to someone who can step forward. Vasant, could you share your inputs, please?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Every word that I'm hearing this morning and over the last few days, I could attend 2 days, but it's kind of creating an explosion in my heart, and I can definitely say that I'm thoroughly inspired. Thanks to Floyd, he created a date for the VR1, festival already, and I'm super pumped. So it's gonna be I think the best part about such an event is suddenly you realize the power of volunteering something, because it's all about giving. And I think when we are a little bit conscious in our own self, we know that giving is more than anything, and it's the best thing that you can do. So I'm really excited to meet a lot of youth like Neha. Neha is such an inspiration. I'm sure there are a lot of. I talk to my niece. I make sure I make an effort to talk to my niece, to talk to my nephew, and they are so matured in their 20s. And I was running after girls, so I can understand that there are a lot of youth is going towards something more that they can really connect to their heart. So I feel spiritual element is already evolving in them. They just need a little bit of direction. They just need a few more adults whom they can trust, whom they can talk to, where their paths could meet. So I'm super excited. And all the words that are shared by every individual, I think they are like seeds. So we may not see a tangible output within a small period of time, but trust me, I truly feel in in my heart that there are going to be thousands of trees, like Mr. Gargji said, and you don't need the so-called water and all those things which your mind is going to tell you. They are just going to blossom in different parts of the world, and I truly feel that. So I think each one's voluntary involvement is like an atom bomb in a good way. So I'm very happy to be a part of this and actively want to give my best to make this a grand success. And I'm with Floyd, who's my neighbor, so we can share a lot of ideas by personally meeting also, which is also very powerful when you meet someone personally. But saying that, I feel the ripening has already started, and every fruit will ripe at its own time. But I think we are acting as catalysts for that ripening to happen. So with that, thank you very much, and let's do this. It's already happened. The process is so beautiful. So thank you, Yugandhar ji and Renuka ji, Floyd ji, and everybody else whom I personally may not know, but lots of love to all of you, and a big hug. A big hug. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasant. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. See, you have raised, you have triggered in my mind two things. Contributing. See, when you give more, you will be given. That's the law of nature. Whatever that you give. You give food, you give shelter, you give anything. That's the reason why Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita said, Vari anna gomahi vasastila kanchana sarpesham, sarvesham eva dhananam dhanadana vishishyate. Vari means water, water dana. One who doesn't have water to drink can be given water. That is more expensive than $1 billion. When a person is dying, water is more essential than $1 billion, right? Vari, anna, annadana, godana, mahi, earth, giving some land to the needed, kanchana, giving some gold, sarpesham, giving some ghee, tila, giving some oil. All this dana, vari, anna, gomahi, vasastila, kanchana, sarpesham, sarvesham eva dhananam. Of all these danas, of all these givings, gnana dhanam vishishyate. That means giving wisdom, giving knowledge to people is the highest. That's what we are doing now. So when we awaken a person, we can't enforce awakening in anyone. We have to provide only environment. He awakens, he has to discover himself. What is given from outside is not real giving. If you provide environment for people to awaken, they discover it. There is a self-discovery always. One can only create environment. We are creating environment for people to come forward to learn, share, teach everything. Anything can be done here by anyone because it is an open platform. Every add-on, every person who is adding is configuring the entire energy field. Is showing the energy field. That's how we are moving forward. Another most important principle is 2005 years back, Gautam Buddha said, I will be born as Maitreya Buddha. Jesus also told, second coming of Christ. Do you know what these are? Maitreya is friendship. He is not going to come as one single person. He is going to come as many of us in the form of Vasant, Floyd, Anjuji, Nehaji, Shankarji, everyone. We are all the real Buddhas. The speck of that Buddhahood is there in each one of us. And we are the real Maitreya Buddhas. Because the Maitreya is happening, he's a friendship Buddha. Friendship is the power here, not the person. Remember this point. It is a teaching which is important than teacher. Similarly, it is a friendship that is most important, most valuable than a friend. It is a value of friendship, the principle of friendship that is most powerful than a friend. You see, don't see the friendship as a person. It is a principle. It is an energy. It is a bonding factor. It is a binding factor. It is influencing factor. So that friendship we are building, and we are calling it as unity and unity consciousness, and even more better, unity consciousness movement. To make it perfect, unconditional unity consciousness movement. Because unconditionality is a precursor for unity. If you put conditions, there is no friendship here. There is no unity here. Unconditional. If everything becomes unconditional, plain, open, free flow of energies, free sharing, and consciousness getting united, that becomes an unconditional unity consciousness at a global scale. Not the scale of Goa, not the scale of India, not the scale of anything, continent, but global scale is building. But administratively, we are taking up like this state wise. We are going next 2023 will go district wise. Let the 2 districts of Goa be more empowered in 2023 as well. We'll go, we'll ramify, we go slowly and connect all the people. A day will definitely come. Remember my words. We are going to knock the door of every house. We are going to make a rally of spirituality. We are going to make a rally of unity. We are going to every door of every house of the entire world, touch their hearts and invite people into the unity consciousness. And it is not far away, less than 1,000 days. On October 9th, last year, 2020, on the 5th day of Australia World Parliament on Spirituality, we have taken a decision. It was announced on the first day. Spontaneously, just 2 minutes before the closure, we quickly prepared a document and presented on the screen share. The document says, I read out the document. We are going to bring out in 2021 a sequel of World Parliament on Spirituality titled as Global Transformation Festival, happening in each and every country. Starting from May 22nd, we have given a break of 5 months. 22nd May 2021, we started with Spain with 120 speakers around. And from September to December, we have made almost many countries, 52 countries, I think. So they have created GTFs, and all those countries which have finished the global transformation festivals in their country are planning to manifest the VR1 summits at a state level in 2022. All the way you are planning for Goa, everywhere in all the 52 countries, every state is planning. See, remember the level of activity that is happening. This type of meetings are happening every day. Zoom, I'm using at a personal level as if it is invented for me. I'm using WhatsApp as if it is invented for me personally. See, like that, several people are using these virtual platforms because it's the time of virtual platforms. We are not able to meet in person because of the horrible pandemics. But from 2023 or 2022, if everything clears up, we will meet in person. And 2024, we are going to have the grand 4th World Parliament on Spirituality. Like we are spreading down state level, district level, mandal level also in India. In many countries, they don't have mandals. The county or village is the final end there. And all this will converge again towards the 4th World Parliament Spirituality continent-wise, which will happen online and offline. Offline, that will be broadcasted through YouTube or website or whatever platforms. So that is the entire plan, entire vision. And we have taken up this 1,000-day challenge on 9th October last year. And it is happening exactly the way visually is happening perfectly well. So herewith, I think we have shared so many things. If there are any questions or any more inputs, kindly step forward to share, please.
I would like to say something. This platform, I have been waiting and I have been looking for in my heart and soul for many years. And today I'm very, very grateful to you that I have got a platform where I can work towards in a team on global level. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, madam. Yes, madam. And the spirit, which is expressing itself by many people across the world is very heartwarming. I've been receiving so many types of messages, videos, and all emails, all formats. Not only myself, if they're all connecting with each other, sharing with each other, so many things. Our next Global Transformation Festival is going to begin with Costa Rica on 30th January. So there is a break of almost 4 weeks now. And Costa Rica event is going to be followed by Ecuador, Dominican Republic, and Honduras, and Puerto Rico. These are the 5 Latin American countries which have taken updates on from 29th is Ecuador, 30th is Costa Rica, 2nd February we have Puerto Rico. So in the span of 1 week, we have 5 global transformation festivals. There are small countries. These are very small, lesser than the city of Hyderabad. The population of Hyderabad is far more larger than the entire population of Puerto Rico or Ecuador. India has got large population. 20% of the population is here. India is most important country apart from China because of the large population here and the depth of spiritual wisdom that is here. In both ways, it is. These 2 countries are very, very important. And because we are living in India, we have to build a beautiful energy movement in our places, in our states, in our whole country, so that, the collective energy will definitely embrace and engulf everyone. And as I told, we are going to knock the door of every house, be it in Goa, be it in Madhya Pradesh, be it in Jammu Kashmir, be it in Mizoram, be it in Kerala, everywhere, be it in Andaman Nicobar. We are going to be there, knock the doors of everyone and welcome them into our energy field. Thank you very much. Any more inputs? Please step forward.
Yeah, Dr. Yugandhar, again, social media, if we can, I think Preeti had contacted me, Preeti Iyer. So if we can, sort of cut this, all these recordings into smaller pieces of insight, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and go on posting it on social media, Instagram, all these channels. So then I think it will create a big wave when we get some new influencers and, people who are good in that medium of Instagram or Facebook, because most of us are not so good at it. Even though I am young, Neha is very young, but even Neha is not so, conversant with that medium. So we need people who are influencers who speak that language, and that is very important for things to grow very fast. Because what I'm seeing is it's just a personal experience I'm sharing. I'm into astrology, so I've joined an app called Astro Talk. It's one of the most famous apps for astrology in India. And at a time when I sit for a live video, 3,000, 4,000 people join, and because everything they are trying to get through the phone, through the social media. So I think if we can split and make use of this material, also convert it into a text and, make blogs and all, then I think we need a team for actually doing the post-mortem and, sort of using the material that we've already created.
I think Floyd is right, Dr. Yugandhar, because even coming on Insta has given a little more visibility. So Insta is more than Facebook. I've seen the youth connecting to the Insta. So I think those small reels which Floyd was talking about earlier, if some expertise that you have, could the 4 days and plus the remaining countries, small reels of all the, having a world united Insta page and then working on it. So that will really hit everybody across, and I think we'll get, the viewership will be now, but it will take on very huge, very, very huge. That's going to take on a huge global, phenomenally big this that we want to. The vision is going to definitely make a great difference. Floyd is really right about it. We need the Insta, we need the blogs. Facebook is already there. So Only thing, yes, none of us are very good with it. So we always have these people who are taking care of our Insta pages. So I'm sure you'll get somebody who's going to volunteer to come forward for this also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Great idea.
Yeah,
Please.
sir, what I said to the speakers, what they are going to reach millions, if not billions. So the reason I said that is because we've created now, if you take all the global transformation festivals, and I'm sure somewhere the videos are there. So if we take the whole mass of videos and everything, it's a lot of material. And let's say we split it into 30-second videos, it's going to be, one of the biggest repositories, because spirituality, no one has so many videos and content as of now, because they only make content of their guru, and they will make keep on repeating that. But this is like diverse content, and when this content actually sort of spreads on the internet, somewhere or the other they are going to come back to the world united. So the approach is somewhere, the universe has guided us, and even Dr. Yugandhar is the channel through which this is coming, and I am a channel. All of us are channels through which this is coming. So it is somewhere making us create something very massive, which will last for next 40, 50 years. It is going to create an impact. So the way we can utilize this material.
1,000 days.
Sorry?
1,000 days.
No, I'm talking about the internet.
1,000 days, remember my word.
Yeah. So this is a big thing. This is a big thing, and none of the speakers who have joined on this platform by themselves, they cannot, have this kind of impact. Even if they hire the best of social media managers, if they hire Amitabh Bachchan's social media manager, if they hire Rajnikant's social media manager, they will not be able, but that they could not understand, some of them. They said, no, we are busy, this, that, because they were, as Dr. Yugandhar said, in the mode of self-branding. But actually, this collective thing, it lifts us, it puts us in a different zone altogether. So it's something beautiful which Dr. Yugandhar has created. It will inspire youngsters, it will inspire young entrepreneurs, So I think that is the direction which I see this going, and I hope we can, sort of keep on working. And I think there is no question of hiring someone, because I think all of us are many hands. So slowly, I think we ourselves can take up different teams, different tasks, and slowly build up,
Yeah. Thank you, Floyd. Thank you, Dr. Sarah, for wonderful inputs. And we'll continue on how we can do it. This. And I request Padmanabhan Sharma, sir, to kindly share your inputs, please.
What we can do is we can keep weekly or fortnightly group healing event. I am ready to offer my services for that. All of us can join together on Zoom, and I can give group quantum healing to all the people. Similarly, other healers, if they want, they can also join and give group healing, so that this spirit continues. This spirit continues. So we can keep weekly or fortnightly, whatever you feel better, for half an hour or 1 hour, group quantum healing or group healing of any sort. We can give to all the members who are there on that particular day on Zoom.
We will work with every idea, and we'll see how best we can move forward. So anything else?
Sir, I would like to add, we can bring in the magnets for youth whom they follow. So the reels and all which Floyd said, so it can be, the reels can be made by the magnets, and the crowd will follow.
What is magnet?
Magnet, I mean, sir, some their idols, their inspirations. So if we just bring them to only make the reels, so the work would be faster, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sure, you're right. So the people who are young in their bodies, they can create a lot of energies. No, yes. I'm also a very young man. I will not accept that I'm old. But still, the level of inclination that so-called youngsters have towards reels and all these things, Instagram, though I'm not much used to, but okay, we'll try to learn something from all these people. Okay, wonderful inputs. And we have to come out of this individualizations. Individualizations are very bad. The world is suffering a lot from this. We follow the Western culture most horribly. If you see USA, there's a place where the spiritual market is strong. The market, they have made spirituality as a market. You can purchase enlightenment in 4 days of enlightenment course. What do you call a quick enlightenment course, which changes your entire thinking. You'll become a Buddha in 4 days. And for just $100, is it going to be possible? It's not going to be possible with all these things. These courses are no trainings are not meant for human beings. They need awakening. Humans need a lot of awakening, not trainings. Okay, anyway, all the methods of teaching, all the methods of sharing, they're all very, very important. But there's no need to follow this type of individualizations. Individualizations work against unity consciousness. While one can practice their way, one should also practice and respect everything, the unity in diversity. Then only the real unity consciousness happens. So self-aggrandizements, self-individualizations, self-brandings, okay, they're all not bad, but not good for unity. So when you join the unity consciousness movement, one should keep all this in mind, the element of unconditionality. That is most important. Our lifespans are very, very short, as I told, just 20,000 days, a little more than a mosquito or a housefly. In this short span, we don't have to spend time bulging our egos, damaging our attitudes, damaging our personalities. So after we die, who is going to remember us? Who is going? What are the advantage of accumulating so much of ego, accumulating so much attitude and personality problems? There is a need. After this body dies, nobody is going to remember. Nobody is going to care. So as long as we are alive, we should understand this ultimate truth of death, which is the ultimate teacher. This teaches us that everything is ephemeral, everything is temporary. We have shelf period only. In this short shelf period, we can create wonders only when we do collectively. Only when we move in a united fashion. From the principle of unity consciousness, this alone is going to be a miracle. Unity consciousness is going to be the real 8th wonder of the world. And it grows always in an exponential way. So like Floyd is saying 50 years, no 50 years. 1,000 days literally Floyd. It is really happening in a very, very big way. So all the updates will be shared on these platforms and all the ideas will be respected. And we all, whoever presented their ideas, please implement. Because why that idea has come to you? Why not to me? The idea has come to you to take leadership on that, to work on that, to implement on that, to share people the same idea. That's why ideas come to people. He who gets the idea has to implement. So all those people who presented their ideas are requested to put it into action, and all the actions, let it be spread, let people be inspired, and let there be collective consciousness for the collective activity. Thank you very much. So we will discuss further on our state-wise chat groups, and we'll take lead everywhere in all the states. And we don't have representation from smaller northeastern countries, the 7 sisters, Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh. We don't have representation there. And we don't have representation from some of the union territories as well, like Pondicherry, Chandigarh, a few more union territories. We don't have representation. Ladakh, we don't have representation. So if you has any contact there, please inform so that we can open the chapter there. So thank you very much. And if there is anything to say from anyone, welcome. Otherwise, we'll call it a day.
Sir, in Assam, I can suggest some names. Assam.
Great. Wonderful.
हाँ
किसी वर्षन में काम करो कंपैटिबल होना चाहिए।
जी सर।
तो जर्नल ऑफ हेल्थ साइकोलॉजी हो गया।
यस।
और मैं ये सोच रहा था कि ये जो
So today evening, 5 p.m., we have got something called as 100 million meditation hour. Last year we did it, and 2012 also we did. This is the third time we are doing this hour. Please join at 5 p.m. There is a page called 100 million page, theworldunited.org/100 million, and the video gets published only there. It is not shared on Zoom. Zoom link will not be shared here because it is only a meditation hour. But I want you to join here. I will share the link on the chat box for easy, so that everybody can. So this is the link where you can watch this 1 hour program. Please meditate wherever you are. It is going to be a 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and world over they are adjusting their timings as per this 5 p.m. time. And let us meditate for today. 21st December is a very powerful day. It's the day of equinox with a lot of energy. So I request all of you to join. All the viewers who are watching this program are requested to join this program. Thank you very much. So we made a great day. And the Global Transformation Festival India chapter has come to closure, and we are beginning and opening new chapters state-wise. The first event will start with Goa. Somebody proposed in January. I said no, January is too early. You start only after March. After first event is going to be from Goa on 27th February. I came to know that Goa has only 2 districts, but wonderful people. And we have got March, August, Andaman, Delhi, December, and Maharashtra, Andaman, August, AP, Telangana, I think June, July, Karnataka, Kerala around September, I think. And Maharashtra, I think in April we have in Maharashtra. So everybody has announced their own dates. I have not announced their dates. They have announced their dates. So it is going to be a great show. So thank you very much once again.